Jingle bells, jingle bells, it's Christmas time. In like 2 weeks on Brave Frontier. Check it out. Check who is under the mistletoe, guys. Sarjavel. If he's under the mistletoe, we gotta kiss him. So, welcome back, Brave Frontier fans. Something interesting's kind of happened. So remember Zelnite, King of the Thieves? Move on over, buddy. You're not such a king anymore. And for any of you thinking that this is a smart thing to do, prepare to kick yourself repeatedly. Zeruiah's Omnia is out, and it's exceptional. So this is the regular old 7-star version. LOL Oracle. And I was going to go ahead and evolve her, but somebody wasn't smart enough to keep a Mecha God, so we're not doing that until the weekend. Sadness. Instead, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what she's capable of doing when she reaches that Omni, and how it compares to her greatest competitor, Zelnite. Spoilers, exceptionally well. She does almost everything. It's ridiculous. So basically her lore is that she was Santa's favorite reindeer. No, it's nothing like this. It's about how she used to try to integrate with people, but she started focusing on scholarly pursuits instead, and the mystical veil in the north. She headed out that way to be with the Fae. She searched out the deity Junoseto. It's pretty long-winded and ultimately not really that exciting. Which is not what I would say for her stats and abilities. Earth unit, 48 cost, nothing new there. So let's talk about her leader skill. 60% boost to defense, recovery, and max hit points. Not hit attack, but 60% boost to the other ones. A 12% boost to experience. A 30% boost to battle crystals and heart crystals. 25% boost to Zel, Karma, and item drop rates. And a 7% boost to... Oh, sorry, the item drop is 7%. And a 60% boost to the Brave Burst gauge fill rate, which is the experience gained and the item drops gained are both 2% better than your boy Zelnite. Then you've got that extra skill. So her extra skill gives her a 30% chance to deal 25% of the hit point damage taken, and a 25% chance to reduce 30% of the damage given to her. She also gets an Earth Barrier effect to her Brave Burst and Super Brave Burst, which is 3,000 hit points. Nothing excited, but hey, it's free. Then we go on to the Brave Burst, which is a 35 hit, powerful Earth and Water attack on all foes. Restores hit points anywhere from about 3,900 to 4,500 plus 10% of her recovery, which means that she can easily be doing around 5,000 heal around. You get a 35% boost to Brave Crystals and Heart Crystals. That does not stack with her leader skill. You get a 3% boost to item drop rates and 15% boost to maximum hit points. Now that maximum hit points boost does stack. I haven't seen anything as far as whether that 3% boost to the item drop rates does. Then the Super Brave Burst. Here, you guys can watch me do really stupid arena battles with my mono dark team while we're talking about Zeruiah. So, she's got a 35 combo earth and water attack. She fills her Brave Burst gauge to the maximum. It's got a 40% boost to battle crystals and heart crystals. Item drop rate goes up. Oh man, for 3 turns. All elements go to her normal attacks for 3 turns. Actually, I believe that's to everyone's attack. And she reduces damage from fire, water, earth, and thunder types for 3 turns by 10%. And elemental base damage goes up by 50%. So already we've got a unit that makes it easier to get things you want, gives everyone elemental damage boost, and has a little bit of mitigating involved. And her ultimate Brave Burst is a 75% damage reduction for 3 turns. She boosts your hit points. There's an enormous boost to defense related to recovery for 3 turns. An enormous boost to battle crystals and heart crystals. And item drop rate, see a 7% boost for 3 turns. Also a 250% attack and defense boost. It's pretty interesting. So she's got a little bit of a mitigation thing going on there. Without getting into the special point costs, however, I think the one thing that this unit has is that while she's exceptional at farming and she's got all these other neat little things that'll help out in raid or whatever, some of the things she does will clash with other units you have. So that's just something to keep in mind, but I don't think anyone's going to be crying over that. These enhancement boosts are pretty straightforward. For 10, you can get a 20% boost to attack and recovery. For another 10, you can do a 20% boost to hit points and defense. It's kind of interesting that they split those apart. For 20, you can negate all status ailments if that's a concern. 20, you can get an additional 2% boost to your item drop rate. You can get an enhancement to your Super Brave Burst elemental damage boost effect, so you could be doing 100% bonus on damage. If you want the Brave Burst gauge to max effect on the Super Brave Burst to work on both the Brave Burst and the Ultimate Brave Burst, you can do that. That's crazy. Does that mean that she can use her Ultimate Brave Burst 3 times in a row, or it probably just when she's done using it, your Super Brave Burst is up? But that's exciting. You can enhance, you can add light and dark type damage reduction for 30. You can have an 8% boost to your overdrive gauge for 30. That can be added to your Super Brave Burst. Your leadership skill, the Brave Burst and Ultimate Brave Burst maximum hit point boosts can go up to 20% on Brave Burst, 40% on Ultra Brave Burst. And then you can also add a 2% boost on the item drop rate for the Brave Burst and Super Brave Burst for 50. You can have the Ultimate Brave Burst effects last for 4 turns, and for 80 points, 20 points less than Zelnite's, you can ensure that the experience boost is 20% instead of 12 or 15. I was a little heartbroken to see that. Basically, that's a 5% boost over what Zelnite can offer in experience points for 20 points less than what you spend on Zelnite. I am kicking myself that I cannot evolve this unit right now because This is going to be the unit to have if you're doing any sort of farming. Zelnite, sell him. Sell him for merit points. You're never going to use him again. Don't actually do that. That's very bad advice. But no, this is a very solid unit. I would not be surprised if you see her a lot more in raids when people are farming, event dungeons. She's got a certain level of utility that will allow her to fit nicely in many parties. Obviously, in any harder content, it's going to be harder to set her as a leader, but as a backup unit, she's still able to be there to help with those item drop rates, etc. So how many Zeruiahs are you guys going to be evolving? Feel free to let me know. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and happy holidays.